Hi, I'm Alex from Enemy, and today we're with the director of Hillbilly Elegy, Ron Howard. So, Ron, Hillbilly Elegy is based on a memoir. What are the extra challenges of adapting a true story versus just making up?
Well, of course, you can't take those creative liberties. You can condense, you can simplify certain things, change a little bit what people say, collapse timelines, but you've got to use the building blocks of the story. And JD's memoir was particularly challenging because a lot of it is sociopolitical, and that wasn't what interested me, not the politics that he was dealing with, but instead the family dynamics, and so I felt that was the real opportunity here, was to sort of deal with those sort of common challenges that families face using the specifics of the culture in a very authentic way.
You've said you felt a lot of connections between the characters in Hillbilly Elegy and your own family. Can you expand on that a little?
It is more cultural. My roots are in small town America and the farmlands of Oklahoma, and my wife's are Wisconsin and Louisiana, and so we have a lot of relatives, and they relate to each other in ways that's very familiar to me when I was reading the book. And then when I started to talk to JD about his family and go even deeper, I just felt like it was a really good opportunity to do a story that it's rooted in some of the specific struggles of the region, but again, to remind audiences that, every family has certain challenges based on their heritage and the patterns of that heritage. And it's sort of what you do with those strengths and how you overcome, some of the difficulties presented that define you.
Lots of directors love to say how Netflix would give you such great creative license. Was that your experience working on Hillbilly Elegy?
Absolutely. And I also, I think there is real freedom in that, you're in a way, they know that they have a series of very focused audiences that they want to satisfy. And so it's not so much about trying to please everybody. It's about trying to get your story done with integrity and focus, so that the people who want it, the people who are curious about it, the people who are going to connect with it can find it. It's there, and it'll hopefully it'll resonate with them in important ways.
We mentioned family earlier, and a big story this week on Enemy was how your daughter, Bryce Dallas Howard, recreated a shot from Apollo 13, your movie, in her episode of The Mandalorian. It was so cool. I loved it. Did she tell you she was going to do that?
No, she didn't. She did ask. It's actually a series of shots from Apollo 13. She asked me about one particular insert that was some water dripping down off of a panel of switches, and they were trying to figure out how to do it. So she just asked me what was entailed, and I didn't really even think about it. I mean, once in a while she'll ask me an opinion about something, and I threw out an answer, and I didn't. And then when I saw it, I was really proud of that. And then it showed up on the internet, and she said, Dad, it was very intentional. I hope you don't mind. And of course, I was proud as I could possibly be. Great episode too. Great episode.
Brilliant, loved it. Yeah. Did you not think maybe, I wish I'd used that in my Star Wars film?
No, but I borrowed more from Rush, and going all the way back to Grand Theft Auto for my Star Wars movie.
That's great. Thank you so much for speaking to me, Ron. It's been a pleasure.
Pleasure. Thanks a lot.